Hi, everybody. It is the live Monica Makes It Happen Facebook show. And because it was overwhelming, your response to one of the stories I did this week about Safe Walks NYC, a Brooklyn man who just stepped up and now has a team of 170 volunteers. Yes, I said 170 volunteers providing safe walks home from a subway station in Brooklyn. He's hoping that this program is going to go citywide. So many of you say, we need this story right now of New Yorkers doing good. Take a look.
Our neighbors, we care.
It was just over 2 weeks ago that 4 women were attacked at this East Williamsburg subway station. The story shared by these women moved Peter Carrer into action.
I saw her picture and, her face was, bruised up, and I was so angry. I have a sister who lives in the neighborhood too. And, she works in nightlife. And so this just hit close to home.
So we then started this Instagram page called Safe Walks NYC. And it's exactly that, an initiative offering anyone who messages the group on Instagram a safe walk home from the subway.
It's a great idea, especially like right now, like being a woman walking out here, like it's scary stuff.
I would use it too. I mean, after what happened, I would kind of avoid the stop, to be honest. Like, it's something that is scary.
No stranger to community organizing and activism, Carrer is involved in the Black Lives Matter movement and founder of Street Riders NYC. He says the response has been extraordinary. In just 2 weeks, more than 170 people have volunteered. Most of the volunteers are women, and one of the first was Jen Goma.
It's such a sad reminder that when harm comes to a community, usually femme-identifying people and children are the first people to feel that. And again, we need to step up and protect the mobility of all of our community.
Chris Peslak volunteers and says it's the right thing to do.
I think just the presence gives people a feeling like, we care.
This is the right thing to do. Yeah, my conscience tells me that this is right. It's right in the conscience to dare to care.
I love that. That is exactly what this is about, is to dare to care. And guess what? Peter's live. We're live with Peter tonight. And all of our New York City heroes. Jen is here, Christina's here, volunteers for this program. So many of you had so many questions. Peter, thanks for joining us. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Christina, for joining us. So many people have so many questions. The top question is why, Peter? Why do something like this?
It's because I care. It was disappointing to see the pictures of the ladies beat up so bad. And that, I literally just jumped on my bike and went towards the subway station. I did not think of anything. I didn't plan anything out. I was actually just angry. And that's how everything came about. So at the very basic level, I just wanted to do something.
So many New Yorkers are angry about what's going on with violence, especially at subway stations. A lot of people are afraid. I talked to a lot of women who say they're afraid to take the subway. And I can't believe you said 170 volunteers, just like Jen and Christina, who are joining us right now, just want to help, just like you.
Yeah. So actually right now, the list is a little over 200 people who've signed up. Yeah. And just to offer clarity, no one can just sign up and start walking people. It doesn't work that way. For starters, we only let people who live around a certain area be able to walk anybody. And one thing we do as well when people request a safe walk, I actually proactively tell them that, hey, you know what? Don't even tell us where you live. We don't want to know where you live. Just let us know how far you want us to escort you to a place where you feel safe, and we're good to go. It's very non-intrusive.
It's so smart. It's like,
right.
Peter, it's a brilliant idea that I think could be replicated like all across the city. I mean, it sounds,
right.
And just walk us through tell us, what do people do if they do need a walk home from a subway? They literally use Instagram and they message you?
Yeah, so what they would do is they would direct message us on Instagram and request. We usually ask that they reach out to us at least an hour before, so we have time to mobilize. And then at which point we arrange on a time to meet up with them, and we let them know how we will be dressed or how we look, and we meet up with them and we carry out the safe walk.
How
And
many calls,
as mentioned before, I'm
Peter,
sorry,
how
go
many
ahead.
calls have you gotten so far? It's been like dozens, right?
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
When I
got a lot
last
of
talked to you, it
requests
was
coming in.
30, but I'm sure you're up to like several
Yeah,
dozen now.
yeah.
But what I love is there was video of a cat. Someone brought their cat. Like it's a real
Mhm.
community feel. And I love that Christina and Jen are joining us because most of your volunteers are women.
Yes, yes, it's more ladies have stepped up, and it's also a great thing because I know that due to some of the trauma that many women have had in the past, many would prefer to be safe walked by women. So we have that capability if anyone requests so.
Yeah, well, Jen, maybe you can talk more about that because you were one of the first volunteers. So maybe on the Instagram when someone messages and they feel safer with a woman coming. Jen, can you talk a little bit about why you did this? You said that it's the women, it's the female that are getting hurt and the children that are being hurt the most.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess commuting is already a slightly gendered experience, and it's very different. Being a femme identifying person, when I travel, I know it's a different experience than someone who is male identifying. And I guess what moved me to do this is that I think when this violence started happening, I did hear people saying like, oh, okay, well then women just need to stay home at night and they need to not go out, and that really is like putting the onus of the safety on the person who is at risk. And I just think that's never the way to solve something. So I think it is the job of the community to make sure that we protect the mobility of all of our members.
Yeah, what I love too is that men can reach out who might feel unsafe walking home alone. So they can also reach out and ask for help. And Christina, what I'm floored by is the response. I mean, I guess maybe I shouldn't be surprised by how wonderful and how great New Yorkers are when it comes to helping one another out. But Christina, how do you feel being part of a group like this and volunteering? And tell me about your own personal experience.
As a woman, I wasn't surprised about the attacks, and I have a very personal connection to being in this group, and it comes from a place of love and care and community, and I just feel so safe and held being part of this group, and I hope that more people can experience the same thing.
And, I don't know if Elle can pull up the Instagram, which is it's Safe Walks NYC is the Instagram account. And if you look at that account, and this is what got me so interested in doing the story, Peter, is that you feel the community on that Instagram page. A lot of people say, oh, social media isn't about community. It's kind of like, no, you really feel it when you see the pictures. Like it's almost like a family helping one another.
Right. And I just want to say this to everybody watching. Thank you so much. We've received so much amazing encouragement and support from people, just saying, sending us messages, saying thank you so much, and just very encouraging words. And also, many people do walk by the subway station, thanking us. And I remember one time a gentleman just appeared and asked us, are you the Safe Walks people? We said yes. He just reached into his bag, took out a whole bunch of hand warmers, put them on the ground, said thank you very much, and vanished. So such things, are amazing. Just community, looking out for community. And at the end of the day, remember, we are neighbors, we are community, we are the same people. It could be any of us needing that kind of help. So
And
we're glad
I
to do
love
this.
that Elle's right now. My producer is pulling up these pictures. All the comments, Peter, you were mentioning the comments that you're getting.
Yes.
Like sometimes they move you to tears because they're so sweet, right?
Yes. Everyone has been very friendly and very, kind, and we're humbled.
It's amazing. And, we talked to Jen and another one of your volunteers. He works right by the subway station. So that's what's happening is people work nearby, live nearby, want to kind of do something. And a lot of times you watch the news, like you said, and you see the faces of the people and you feel angry or you feel like you can't do anything, Jen, what's your message tonight for people watching?
I guess I can see like some of the comments where people are saying like, I hope these people come to the Bronx. I hope they expand this. And I guess I would just say like, whoever's leaving this comment, like, you know, you are the they, we are the they, like we protect us. So there's no like proprietary like thing about community organizing. Like anyone can get into it. And I really can see people like responding to that and like feeling the power of our collective power as a community. So I would just say like, keep going, keep getting involved. Like you are the person who can make a difference.
And Monica, I'm actually seeing a ton of comments on our social channels as well. I wanted to call a couple of them out. So Jillian says, you guys are doing amazing work. Ramel says, props to you guys. You guys are doing incredible things. Mr. Romero says he's messaging you guys on Instagram right now, trying to find out how he can also help and join the effort and join the cause. A lot of people are asking about, you know, kind of saying you guys are kind of like the new guardian angels and just really helping people in the community that wouldn't know where else to turn. John says he really loves technology and appreciates this. Somebody asked again just about the amount of time, Peter, that people should give you on Instagram before messaging. How long should they message you with? How much notice?
Yeah, so usually, so we tell people to give us at least an hour notice, but trust me, we've been answering things as is available because at the end of the day, we care. So we'll say an hour. It's great to have an hour to be ready, but if someone reaches out now and says, I need help now, trust me, we will drop everything and dash there. That's the spirit we have. It's the New York spirit. So the same New York spirit that is the reason why we have almost 200 people signed up, you know, right now. And we actually have more people reaching out to us to volunteer protecting fellow New Yorkers than those reaching out for help. That shows you how great this city is. So, you know, it's inspiring.
And Peter, I see a comment here I wanted to read to you as well from Yana that says, thank you so much for doing what you do. As a woman, I never feel completely safe walking outside. So this is absolutely necessary. I'm going to bring Monica back into the conversation just as we wrap. Monica, so many positive comments coming through online, just so many people saying thank you. And again, the best way to get involved, what is the best way for folks who actually want to be able to work with you guys and help?
Elle, that's so great. Just Peter, tell us, how can we get involved as a wrap?
Yeah, as of right now, we've been having people reach out to us through our DM on Instagram, and also telling folks that you can actually also text message us. If you text message our email address, which is safewalks@streetridersnyc.com, that comes straight to us. But we are working. We are working on creating a bigger platform that can handle the volume, because we also did not expect it to, you know, be this, you know, to reach this far and get this much attention. So we are working on possibly designing from ground up an application and platform to handle all this, integrate everything. And then that way we can expand citywide and probably even nationwide.
I said, I hope the city's watching right now. I hope they're watching. Right. And thank you. It is New Yorkers like you, New York's very own. Yeah. And you two, Jen and Christina, we are so appreciative of you and what you're doing. A team of wonderful New Yorkers that are helping other New Yorkers, neighbors helping neighbors. You're making it happen. And make sure to watch us at 5 o'clock every night. We're making it happen.